All right, let's do it. Thanks for listening to the AZ12 podcast, proudly presented by Little Caesars. Code 1099 bundle, classic pepperoni or cheese pizza, crazy bread, and 2-liter soda. Everybody, we need real times, people. We need real times. Also, code LCFREECC, free crazy combo with any pizza purchase. With Jason Shear, I'm Mike Luke, coming to you live from Detroit, Michigan. Shear.
Yeah, it's weird weather, man. It's weird. And it's so weird. Like, I was talking to Shelby. I've watched a lot of Rose Bowls. Can you recall a time where it was raining during the actual Rose Bowl?
No. I'd rather have. I can. I don't get it at all. It makes absolutely no sense to me. For everybody that doubts us, you'll look at my look outside. Hold on. Look at that.
We're one police car away from just being an SRS.
Yeah, no, exactly. We're like a couple needles away from being an SRS. But
by the way, I told you, I saw your tweet yesterday. I told you that these hotel toilets were very high quality.
Well, right. And the other thing about the toilet, well, there's a couple things, though, that is a big issue, though. There's no fan in the bathrooms.
Yeah, that's a new thing that hotels are doing.
Right.
I think it's like a fire hazard thing because if you run fans for too long, they become like, I don't know. But I've noticed that's a new hotel thing.
Yeah, well, you know what? But I don't mind. I don't mind. It doesn't matter to me. I mean, I embrace the aroma. Okay, so we've got a lot to get to today. We're going to talk. Actually, I did. Hey, I actually did a lot of. I did show prep today. We've got a.
That includes me sending Mike a link and him reading.
No. I had it before then, but. Let's talk about a couple of the games, and we're going to get to Arizona. By the way, this goes to show you in college football and in the MNFL, if you do not, you can have the best players at every position. If you don't have a good quarterback, you're not going to do anything. And we just saw that with Burren Morton or whatever, however the heck it's pronounced. But that was embarrassing, Sheer. Like that was bad.
I will go one step further. I think if you're spending money in the portal like Tech does, and Morton played awful. Don't get me wrong. Their O-line got dominated.
Right.
Like, if you're going to spend money in the portal, and I think Arizona actually does a good job with this, you better spend that money on the lines and your quarterback.
Right.
And then build out from there.
Because and that's a great point, because look at what Arizona did. And I think it's not like Arizona. I know I'm not going to break any news here, but Arizona doesn't have the world's biggest NIL in the world. But you look at the skill position guys and you look at what they have at wide receiver and running back, and it's more than good enough. You can get that stuff on the side, but you've got to get those lines. If you don't have the lines of the QB, you're in a lot of crap.
If I give my quarterback a certain amount of time to throw, my wide receivers are probably going to look better than they really are because of the amount of time I'm giving them.
Right, exactly. So that was disappointing, but Morton never really did anything for me all year. And it would have cracked me up too. This is also the argument too when people, I think Kobe L said this too, that when he goes, well, you got the quarterback of the best team in the conference. No. You put Noah Fafita on Texas Tech and they're significantly better. There, I said it.
Well, yeah, is there any would anyone argue that?
Rich Carrillo, but that's about it. So yeah. All right. So nobody else really. Yeah, that's fair. Okay. So you got that. And then Miami last night, that was awesome to see as well.
They looked good last night, man. And that's another example of what we just talked about, Mike.
Right.
Their lines, their D-line was awesome, and that's what won in the game. Like the lines, and I'm watching this Indiana game, and Alabama, it doesn't look terrible, but Indiana's line, like Indiana's legit. Like these lines are good.
Yeah. What's kind of weird about it too, watching some of these games as well, is that you can tell very early on in these college playoff games who looks out of place. Like even in that Texas Tech game, like it didn't look good early. It just didn't look good early. You knew right away. And, honestly, in that Miami-Ohio State game, you kind of knew right away. It looked, yeah. By the way, Big 12 Bobby, check your Twitter DM when you get a moment.
What's Alabama? What's tonight with what else is left tonight? Ole Miss, Georgia. Is there another one?
Ole Miss, Georgia, and then is that it?
There should be one more, right? No, that's it.
All right, I want Indiana to play Miami in the championship. That's where I'm at this point.
All of a sudden, you're a big Cristobal fan, huh?
Real quick, we're gonna get to Juve, I promise. I think we got to admit we're wrong on Cristobal. Cristobal good.
Yeah, that's okay.
All right, yeah. So I gotta. Well,
yeah, Miami looked good last night. Yeah, I don't want us. Look, I could deal with Oregon being in the championship too. I want the SEC to be shut out.
Yeah, I want the SEC. And by the way, too, the SEC being 1-7 right now is absolutely fantastic. So we need to keep this going. Yes, because it means more. Cristobal changed for the better. Some guy next to me at the bar last night kept saying, "Why do you keep saying Cristobal?" And I said, "That's his name." And then he said, "You're saying Cristobal," and I'm like, "Fine, Cristobal, whatever the term is."
Crystal balls.
Yeah, Cristobal. Yeah, that was my nickname in high school as well. By the way, there's a place right across the street from us in the Gas Lamp called where is it called? It is called Happy Heads, and it is a massage parlor.
Dude, do you hear that, Mike?
Yeah. What is that?
What size are you on my side of the hotel? Are you overlooking like the discussing? Do you hear that? That's the rave.
Yeah, no, the rave was yesterday. We had naked women
too, dude.
Dude, we had naked women literally just coming up and down in the hotel.
It's funny. The girls went down to the lobby last night. I was like, "You want to see something funny? Go down to the lobby at like 12:30." And they just hung out there for like a half hour. But I'm just saying, I was like, "Is that the AC?" And then I realized it was the rave.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. By the way, here's Happy Heads Massage Parlor.
Yeah, I went there. Yeah,
they
really make your head happy over there. I'll tell you.
Yeah, for sure. All right, now Arizona SMU. I like Red Ashley. I didn't watch the presser quote, but I saw what you tweeted. I actually was scrolling on Twitter today. I love what he said because I actually looked at what you tweeted today. I never look at any tweets, but my ADHD is
26 show prep and scrolling Twitter.
Yeah. Buy it. It won't last long. But I'm going to say this though. Where are we talking about? Red Ashley's awesome, though. That guy's big time, and I love what he said because he's saying what we were saying, too. If you're a first or a second-round pick, I get sitting out bowl games. Dude, other than that, what are we doing here? Was
he crapping on his own player?
Yeah, I think he wasn't. I was going to ask you that, wasn't he?
I think he was because RJ Maryland he's good. He is not a first or second-round pick.
Right, and I like that.
I like it, too, and it's funny. I actually overheard a conversation. Hopefully I'm not going to get in trouble. Between Rhett and Brent when the presser was over. Mm-hmm. And they were basically crapping on other teams about opt-outs. And like Brent's like, yeah, I'm not going to tell you who's opting out. And Rhett was basically like, I'm not going to tell you who's opting out. Like, why would we?
Right.
Like we're competing to win this game.
All I'm going to say is this. I'll leave it at this. I have no clue who's opting out. Maybe I do.
Well, I posted, and I'm not afraid to say it on the show because it's not my screw up.
Yeah.
But if you look, and I don't care because, again, not my screw up. Hopefully, I don't think I'll get in trouble for this. Last night, the Arizona official account tweeted a picture of the post-practice huddle. And in the back of the post-practice huddle is Genesis Smith in street clothes. You could take from that what you want.
All right. Well, then let's talk about it for a minute. Yeah. We're extrapolating. No inside information. To me, Genesis Smith, and again, he's a great kid. By all accounts, he's a really, really good kid. He does a lot of great work. Genesis Smith sitting out makes absolutely no sense for me. And here's why this makes no sense for me. It's for a couple different reasons. The first one is he was like we talked about. He was gangbusters the first month of the season. He looked like he was going to be an All-American type player. Then he spent 4 weeks basically not playing so that he couldn't get injured or whatever. Now he's back. If he does sit out and how everything's going, he's got terrible people advising him as far as this. It's bad advisement if he sits out.
I agree with you completely. I agree with everything you're saying. I'm just going to play devil's advocate a little bit, just to get your thoughts. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Sun Bowl yesterday. You didn't watch it. You were in the car, but you were following it. One of Duke's best defensive players snapped his leg in half.
Saw it. Yep.
Right. Undraftable now. No one's going to draft a dude that just a fringe guy that broke his leg in half. Right.
I agree. Get it.
Okay. Do you understand where I'm going with that?
Of course. I understand. I'm not going to blame anybody for doing what they have to do because I'm not in that position. But I do think that if you're an undrafted player, what are you going to do? Continue to go undrafted? Like that to me doesn't make a lot of sense. And it goes, I think, a step further. And you made a good point too, which, it's so rare that if you do, we're going to accentuate it as much as possible. Why not sit out then the ASU game? I mean, you're not competing for a national title. Why not sit out the ASU game then? Why not sit out a game before then? I mean, at what point does it stop?
And I'll go one step further. I think you could. The one that bothers me the most, I think.
Yeah.
See, like, let's say Stooks sits out.
I get it with Stooks. He's been here 6 years. He's worked hard. He's been a great teammate. He shredded his knee. I get the Stooks thing completely. No problem.
Genesis, I don't agree with it, right? But a part of me gets it. Let's just say your 4th round pick. If you get injured, maybe you dropped and become fringe draft, right? Okay.
Right.
Let's say theoretically that Dalton Johnson opts out, right? That one I don't see the argument for at all.
I spent some time looking at this, and I actually messaged a guy that is an NFL draft guy. He said not to mention his name, but I love
the guy
his name. Yeah. So I messaged him and I said, "What do you think about Dalton Johnson sitting out the game?" And this guy, he's got to give you an idea. He's got him and the guy that runs the site. It's it's a good site. They have their top 700 in order draft guys. Okay. He said, anybody that is checking in here, and they check with GMs, they check with scouts. It's not just something made up. He said, anybody that's checking in at 492 or 392, you shouldn't be sitting out, dude. Like, you have an opportunity. Yes, you could hurt yourself, but right now, nobody's going to be crawling all over themselves to get you to begin with. And so that to me is where I'm at with Dalton. Is that Dalton is a very good player, but I don't think that no NFL team is saying, man, we got to get Dalton. I don't know. It just bothers me. That's all. I'll just leave it at that.
Yeah. I mean, Dalton's the one, like, and here's the thing that I think is going to upset. And again, I love Dalton. I'm not whatever, but I think the thing that kind of starts to upset Arizona fans is that in 2 weeks, this guy's going to be in a meaningless Shrine Bowl.
Right. So
what has more meaning, the Shrine Bowl or the holiday? Like, why are we these all-star Shrine Bowls, Reese's? Look, it's great, and I guess it helped Jacory, but at the end of the day, is it? I mean, I'd have to talk to a scout. Is it worth that much more? I guess the practices are worth more. You know what I mean? Like, it's just hard to. It's tough.
Yeah, I don't get it. It doesn't make a lot of sense. So I would assume Genesis Smith is declaring for the MNFL draft at that point. Then, if he's not going to play,
I would assume, yeah. If he doesn't play in transfers, oof.
Yeah, because here's my only and again, and then we're going to get to other stuff. But here's the only thing that I want to say about this with Genesis. It's the Genesis, and I'm not breaking any news here. Genesis spent basically a month making complete business decisions that hurt the team. That's just the way it is, So we'll see. Wish him nothing but the best. But yeah, that will. If he goes somewhere else, that would. What if he went to SRS?
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, no, it wouldn't be awesome. But all right, now Arizona SMU. We're going to get our initial thoughts. I actually did a lot of research here. You'll be proud of me. But let's get a couple reads in here first. Back the reads, baby. Back them from Detroit. Motor City. Call me Motor City Mike.
Oh, Motor Mouth.
All right, Baggins, baby. Baggins. Dennis Walsh is not in here, but that doesn't mean you guys can't be going to Baggins and using code AZ12 for 15% off. Free delivery code with free delivery with code free ride. Hey, Wilbur's Big Burner. Go in there. Take your Gen Z buddies to Baggins, and you get the Mike Luke special. It's very, very tasty. Locally owned and operated, all food made in-house daily. Join the VIP Text Club. Boom. Check it out. All right, Sheer. I tried calling Andre Veras earlier today. The Gladiator was messaging me nonstop wanting to talk last night. I said, dude, I'm driving. And
I think he probably figured you were drunk on New Year's and he could get that endorsement.
Right. But I will not endorse you, Andre Veras, ever.
Nope.
Under any circumstances.
It doesn't matter how drunk, doesn't matter if we're at a rave and we're taking random pills and stuff.
Nope.
We're not going to do it.
Not on my watch. Not on my watch. We run a tight ship around here. But we like the Mississippi Gladiator, Andre Veras. He is a good person, and we would highly recommend to him. He actually has high-end clients. So go there and check it out. Trying to balance your retirement savings with your kids' college funds. On the Gladiator's got you covered. Check it out. That is not an endorsement.
Absolutely not.
All right, Foster Plumbing. Now, Sheer, how's your front pipe working? Have you checked it? Have you tried it out since you've been here?
Yeah. New year, new front pipe. That's my
new year, new pipe. Yeah. How about a new year, new pipe? That's also why you got to go through Foster Plumbing, baby. Now we didn't see any plumbing vehicles on the way up here. Otherwise, we would have driven them right off the road because I was in a Ford.
They probably watched the show and they were scared.
Yeah, they're getting off the road. Yeah. Nobody wants to do anything with that. But like I said, if your front pipe isn't working, well, not if your front pipe isn't, but if the house's front pipe needs to be worked on.
Doesn't matter. Front pipe is front pipe. If that front pipe's not working.
Yes, yeah. Foster will check front pipes, Big 12 Bobby. Absolutely. 24/7 service because again, your plumbing just doesn't go out on 8 to 5, and the front pipe just doesn't say, hey, just get me through the day and I'll be fine.
24/7, he will personally check your front pipe.
24/7 service. They will go there. And again, it gets cold outside. You got to have that thing working. You got to have that baby working. Check it out. Foster Plumbing Incorporated. Also, hey, Wilbur's Big Burner. I need a big favor from you. Go get some Little Caesars today and real time it for me as well. We got to get this started off on a big note for, yes, very much appreciate it. It's like, okay. Now, Sheer, looking at it, what's kind of funny about looking at SMU? They have some of the same qualities that Arizona does, especially defensively. They force a lot of turnovers. Arizona's got to be clean with the ball here. That's something that Noah's generally done a pretty good job of this season, though.
Yeah, it's funny. SMU is like a top 5 team in forcing turnovers, and I think Arizona is one of the ones that are better than them. Mm-hmm. The difference is
they're actually 27th. Sheer, they're actually 27th now. Come on.
The turnovers gained, net turnovers.
Yeah, they're 27th. Come on.
No, they're like 5th in forced turnovers.
Yeah, you're wrong. What I looked at was better than yours.
Well,
okay, go ahead. Yeah, Wilbur, just over the next couple of days, please. Beg of you. Go ahead.
It's interesting. I think SMU's defense is more of aggressive, sell out to stop the run. And I think Arizona's is probably more balanced and stout. Are you ready? You're dying to go down there, aren't you?
No. But yeah, dude, there were girls that were just drinking Tito's in the literally just like in the elevator. I said, "I'm not drinking any." They tried to get me drunk. I didn't let them do it. Yeah, you look at SMU though; they force turnovers. So Arizona's got to be. That's the first thing because SMU can strike quick. That's the first thing. You got to be smart. You can't turn the ball over against SMU because their offense is going to score tomorrow. I don't know how much, but their offense is going to score.
Yeah, I think this is really it's one of those games where I know it's easier said than done and all that crap, but it's definitely one of those games that are kind of easy to figure out.
Right.
In the sense that both teams force a lot of turnovers. The team that doesn't turn it over is probably going to have a significantly better chance to win than the team that does.
Yeah. Okay. So, all right, there we are. Hey, Tyler Warden, the great Tyler Warden. Very, very hello, Tyler Warden. All right, now let's talk a little bit about Kevin Jennings in this situation, though. He's good. I mean, he's a really, really good quarterback. He's one of the better ones. Did you see the quote that Ash, or maybe I saw it on a message board? Maybe it wasn't even him. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. But he said that Jennings is one of the best quarterbacks in the country. Some people might not understand it, but he said he is. And there's not a lot of guys that he would take over them. I thought it was interesting because when you watch Lashley, he's a straight shooter. He's not somebody, no Ben one. He's like the guy that, he's going to tell you
a lot. I mean, this is my first time listening to him at the presser, but he was cool.
Right.
Do you get this? No BS. Yeah.
Don't you get the sense too that this is a guy that's going to be getting a really big time job at some point?
I think he's turned some down.
Right.
SMU pays him a ton of money.
Right.
I don't think it's public, but he just signed a new contract with SMU this year.
Right. Well, I mean, it is a
private school, so the rumor, Mike, is that he makes with bonuses and stuff, $10 million a year.
Wow. Okay. So he's in a good spot too. Yeah. There's a charm to it, I think, as well, of being able to be the guy that, basically creates a program. And I don't care about the Pony Express or the Cowboy Orient or whatever it was called back in the 80s. I don't care about any of that stuff. I care about what they have and what he's been able to create. If he can turn SMU into a real national power, he gets full credit on that.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Right. By the way, what did you say?
Orient. What did you say it was? The Orient Express?
No, I didn't say that. I don't know what I don't say. Nobody doesn't really care. Now,
this is a cool game for a lot of reasons. It's like the fact, like Noah's been at Arizona from the beginning. Jennings is from Dallas and has been at SMU from the beginning. I like this bowl game. I'm excited.
Right. Okay. Yeah, I would agree with that. Yeah. By the way, Indiana is single-handedly destroying the narrative that non-major conference teams.
They're beating the crap out of them. They just forced a turnover.
No, I know. I'm watching this right now. This is great. I like Cignetti a lot. You know, this also shows you too the value of just coaching in college football. I mean, Jamino says this all the time, and when we're not busy trying to evict him out of his house, he makes some good points. He's like, dude, what people don't understand about in college football and college basketball, it is all about the coach. It is 100% about the coach. He said Indiana would be nothing without Curt Cignetti. Period. They wouldn't be anything. They're not going to. He said you can do it.
Well, look at how it's different too. You're talking the ability to get players and salary.
Well, right. But he brought up, you got kids now like Wilbur's Big Burner, and we love Wilbur's Big Burner, that have never known Alabama as being anything other than the apex of college football. Guess what? When I was growing up, Alabama sucked. You went through a lot of crappy coaches. You went through Don Shula. You went through.
Wilbur doesn't even know what Mike Price did.
Yeah, no, exactly. I mean, a guy got a lap dance, he got fired. But you had Don Shula, you had Francione, you had somebody else in there as well, and they didn't do anything. You bring in Nick Saban, and all of a sudden they are, on top of the college football world. I mean, that's just the way that that's just the way it is. It matters a ton as to who the coach is. And, I think that's to a certain extent, that's kind of what you're seeing with SMU here. Now, let's assume that Arizona's 3 DBs stay out of the game. David Shula. Huh?
Yeah, Shula. You don't remember? Isn't it Mike Shula?
What did I say? I said Dan. What did I say?
Dan Shula.
I didn't say Dan Shula. I said Don Shula.
It's Mike Shula.
Or Mike Shula.
Right? Who's the Shula at Alabama? Yeah, it was Mike Shula.
Oh, what did I say? Don Shula?
That's his father.
Oh.
One Shula is the same Shula.
Yeah, it's the same. Shula, Mula, whatever it is. All right,
my
sorry.
Shula, your Mula, everybody
Mula,
Medulla, Oblongata, whatever.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter. But, all right, so let's see here then. Arizona's defensive backs. So this is going to be an interesting one for me because Arizona next year, Don Shula coached the Dolphins. Thanks, Andy. I wasn't aware of that one. Appreciate you, buddy. When I look at the defensive backs on this team, though, it's going to be interesting. There's going to be a baptism by fire, though, and I think what's kind of exciting about this is you are going to be able to see a little bit of what the future is next year. And I'll say this, if those guys end up and they turn out to be pretty good, you got to feel pretty optimistic about next year. So while I think it's kind of a dumb or a weird decision for undrafted players to sit out, if you get guys that come in here and play well, like a Coleman Patman, like a Gavin Hunter, like a Dejon Hinton, all of a sudden it looks good. It looks kind of interesting.
I've said this before. Danny doesn't BS. Danny Gonzalez, right? So if Danny Gonzalez comes to me and goes, Sheer, our secondary is going to be they got to add a corner or two. But he goes, Sheer, hey, we're, if we had Coleman Patman and Swade Griffin and Dejon Hinton and Gavin Hunter, we could be a really good secondary again. Who am I to argue?
Right.
Right. I can tell you now. We've talked about on the show, Mike. If let's say Stooks doesn't play, or plays a half, and then whatever. Hinton's the guy. Hinton is a nickel. I've said this before. Hinton came in as a corner. They've moved him to nickel. I'm really intrigued. And if all of a sudden you're in the Holiday Bowl and Hinton looks good, or Holmes looks good, or Patman looks good, that kind of gives you a visual on how Arizona may attack the portal.
Well, right. You can reprioritize.
Right. They're not going to go out and get a starting strong safety if they feel they already have it.
Right. By the way, Kobe L. Thiel, I literally asked you, Kobe. I said, "Hey, I'm getting food right now.
That's a
You want to?"
flat out lie, Kobe. Mike has
And
asked where you are like 9 times, and you always say you're with your grandfather.
yeah, you're with your grandpa, and we have no indication that you're even here. So whatever. But all right, I'll just leave it at that. Kobe L. Field. Bleh. Yeah. All right. So let's talk about players in this game though that we're excited to see possibly break out a little bit because I think they're going to be a big part of the team next year. We mentioned those guys as well. We got our coach, Mr. Tyler Warden, in here as well. He's been talking all season about Javion Cole, and rightfully so. Javion Cole looks really, really good. What are we missing, though? I asked somebody that commentates from time to time about this, and he's a big Brent fan, huge Brent fan. He's been on him from day one. And he said, he's like, that's one of them I don't quite get. He said, because he's good, but you look a lot of times at the snap counts after a game, and he's not in there a ton. Like,
so I asked about this. I'm not gonna say who I asked. I didn't ask at a presser. He's banged up. He was banged up. So like the games where he had we were like, why do you only play like 5 plays? He played the first 5 plays, and then he said he couldn't do it. When he's healthy, he plays plenty, and I believe that he's healthy. Yeah, they love him. So
we could expect him as the corner. We could expect him as an outside corner that will not come off the field next year.
Yes,
right. Okay,
100%.
Okay, now a guy that I'm also
a little nervous about.
What's that?
It's the other spot you don't really know about.
Right. Now, what's the deal with Groves Killebrew? Is he on the team anymore, or like
he's on the team, but I don't know.
I haven't heard anything.
Yeah, he's not good enough, and you also don't know. You don't know if he's going to transfer.
Right.
I mean, look, a lot of these guys, like the guys that have announced they're transferring so far. I wish Devin Hyatt hadn't broke his leg. I think that set him back a lot. Yeah. Caleb Jones transferring, whatever.
Right. I don't care about
Okunduye. Like no one of any significance has transferred. There's a few guys like I think Jack Luttrell probably transfers if he hasn't. For all I know, he's not even with the team now. Like I think you're going to see guys on, like if you look at like today, for instance, you saw guys transferring. Like Ohio State lost last night. 30 minutes later, it was like so and so's transferring. I think a lot of these guys just want to play in the bowl, try to get their stock up, and go from there.
Yeah, all right, that makes sense. All right, at the linebacker spot, though, somebody that I'm let's see here. Mike, what's your thoughts on Scott Van Pelt's New Year announcement? I don't know. What did he announce?
You know what's awesome? Mike?
What happened?
Kyle Whittingham is taking everyone.
Oh, good.
He just took Beck.
Okay.
He took the whole offensive staff. He took the O-line coach. They just announced he took Utah's defensive ends coach.
Good.
It is absolutely hilarious what he's doing to this staff.
And I have no problem with this. I don't understand.
No, I'd have a problem with it if he quit and left and did it. I'd probably be pissed. But Utah basically fired the guy.
They were forced out. He was forced out for the scallywag guy. What's he supposed to do? Basically just say, they didn't like me, and you know what it is? It's like you have a messy divorce and you ask the kids, hey, who do you want to stay with? And they're like, Dad, I want to go with you. And the court says, well, it's up to the kids. What are you going to say? No, kids don't want you.
I do wonder if there's some rumors today, and I don't know how much I believe them. Someone mentioned this to me, so I don't know how reliable it was. Read Cody's text, by the way. It's funny. It's what happened. I don't want to talk about it on the show, but everyone's talking about it. But
all right, well, go ahead. Sorry, go ahead.
Marcus Arroyo is a guy that's come up at Utah a little bit to replace Beck. Yeah, Scott Van Pelt, it wasn't happy. I think he was surprised. They were doing the countdown, and they're showing a bunch of people kissing, and then all of a sudden it showed 2 men kissing, and he's like, oh,
right.
The love is in the air. That's all he did.
All right, I don't. It's always funny when people ask me about this stuff. I don't care who people like. It means nothing to me. I don't, I literally had kids. Well, whatever. I'll get in trouble. I don't want to say anything. I don't care. Do what you want to do. Just whatever. I mean, Kobe, Ben, you guys do what you want to do. It's not going to be, not going to be my thing. But
dude, that makes sense. No wonder Kobe's not going out. He's resting up for his 5K with Ben.
Yeah, exactly. We know what L feels up
to. Right? My bad. I didn't think about that. Ben, Kobe, you get as much rest, stamina. Right. If you need us to drop off some protein bars, let us know.
Oh, I just looked. I just saw the video. I don't care about it. I don't have any problem. Yeah, and I don't honestly.
After what was walking on in our hotel lobby last night, that's enough.
Yeah, man, that's like being stepped on by an alligator, or being stepped on by an elephant, and saying, "Man, it really hurt when I stubbed my toe."
We go downstairs last night to go to our friends, and there's this girl wearing a beanie, and then she's wearing a vest. The vest is like completely open, no bra or anything, like only the zipper is covered. And we're like, everybody else there, and I'm like, yeah, okay, Happy New Year's.
Oh, remember what I told you that Kobe was making stuff up about how he's going to meet up with all of his friends and stuff? And he denied ever saying that. He's now saying that he's meeting up with friends. I'll believe that one when I see it. Nice try, Elfield. Okay,
the bar crawl's tomorrow, isn't it? Or is it today?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. All right. Jabari Mann is somebody that I'm very intrigued by, though. I want to continue. I want to see, do we expect him to play a lot in this game? I want him to play a lot, Sheer.
Well, Myron's hurt, so
yeah. He needs to play the entire game. I think he could be. And you and I were talking about this on the phone. I think he's got a little Bondurant in him. Again, I'm not going to sit here and say that that he's going to be as good as Bondurant was. That was another massive Joseph L, by the way. But he's a playmaker, man. When he's on the field, he's forcing fumbles, he's recovering fumbles, he's getting sacks. He does a lot of different things out there. He is.
Danny explains to me, I don't know if you know this, Mike. You probably do. You know everything. He was a running back in high school.
Yeah, I did know that, actually.
So you could tell, and Bondurant, I believe, played some offense in high school too, right? Yeah. Mm-hmm. The ball skills that these guys have is different than guys that don't play both sides of the ball in high school. So the reason why Mann, like that pick 6 he had against whoever it was, Baylor, was it?
Yeah.
Like, he looked like a wide receiver because that's not his first time catching the ball like that. And he's going to be one of these dudes where he's going to make plays. Like he's absolutely going to make plays in the open field because of that.
Yeah, and so I like it. I'd like to see him continue to play. By the way, we need Indiana.
Dude.
We need Indiana score here.
They did.
Get in the end zone.
This is a butt.
Yes. What?
They absolutely. Like I know this is. I know they're number one. They're easily the best team in the country.
They're easily the best team in the country. You know the thing about it, what makes them so unique, though, Indiana, is that they're dominant on both sides of the ball, and they don't do anything stupid. Like, you ever see Indiana and say, what the heck are they doing out there?
Cignetti's such a bad dude.
Right. You know, that's another thing, too, where people are like, oh, I don't want to hire a guy in his mid-60s. Dude, any school in the country would kill to have this guy.
That dude came at me on Twitter, and he was like, name one old coach who you would hire right now. And I was like, Cignetti, you idiot. Like, what are you like?
Right. It's like
different. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way. This is a good question for you, Joe, since Delgado actually made a question. I think I know your answer to this one, Mike. Lavender.
He asked me this before. I would take ADO.
ADO, easily.
But Lavender could. I know this sounds.
Lavender defended pretty well, but did absolutely nothing else.
Right. And the thing about Lavender is he was always built as this good shooter that had never really scored. ADO can have games where he scores 25 points. Lavender will never have a game where he scores 20 points.
Lavender, wasn't there didn't Lavender go like the whole season without I got to look this up. Didn't he only have 1 2-point field goal?
It was something where he only made 3 2-point baskets the entire season or something. Yeah. I'm not. His last year, I'm gonna do the total stats because I'm looking at it now. His last year, Mike, is it like this stupid idiot? He averaged 12 3-point attempts a game and made 6. He was awesome that last year. He averaged 2 2s a game, making less than 1. Yeah, I mean, I think 80. Like I said, I think.
Trying to see what his season high was.
ADO is just better. Like, I don't know how else to really put it.
That last season, his high was he had 18 in a game, 18 twice, 3 times. He had 18. Yeah. I think 2 of them were against ASU.
ADO, it's funny to say this, but ADO has more basketball skills than Lavender did. Lavender was he was defended okay, like you said, but he was just going to shoot threes. He couldn't do anything else. ADO is actually clever.
Yes. I agree.
ADOs are just a better player, so I'll just leave it at that. Okay, now, all right, let's get some reads in here. I want to get to the defensive line for Arizona. By the way, this is glorious. Watch, go Hoosiers, baby. Hoosier daddy.
That was good.
Did you get it? Yeah. All right, yeah. All right, I got somebody listening right here. This is going to be good. Yeah, watch this one for a second. Hey, Derek, listen to this. Yeah, watch this. Welcome to the Rock.
Shelby,
Sheer.
get here now.
Sheer.
That's a lot of pressure.
Welcome to the Rock. Green Valley Decorative.
Wet throats.
Green Valley Decorative Rock, baby. All right, here's the deal, Sheer. There's a lot of idiots going around here. Now, up in San Diego, I'm not sure that they don't know the deal here. The Green Valley Decorative Rock is not just in Green Valley. These idiots they're still around us, and we got to eliminate them by any means necessary.
Yeah, listen. So last night, Shelby was walking, and someone mentioned something negative about Green Valley Decorative Rock.
Oh,
she killed him. She killed him.
I did.
Yeah.
No.
And there was years, but
and then she put on that sexy AZ12 shirt she's got on
I
as
know,
well.
trying to show it off. Can I get into your move?
Yeah, all that thing. Oh my gosh.
Shelby, look, I'm not saying something happened. Shelby's pregnant today. I was going to say any eligible bachelor, you keep away from her right now, my friend. Yeah, she is in heat.
Yes. You just said your wife's in heat, garbage.
You are fired.
Yes. All right. Yeah. All right. So either way. Twisty Bottle. Who do I contact about becoming a show sponsor? Just DM me. Just DM me on Twitter. Or Cody, if you could put the Michael Luke AZ12 email out, that'd be great.
That used to be your nickname, right? Twisty Throttle?
Yeah, Twisty Throttle, yeah. But Green Valley Decorative Rock. Steer east to Benson, Sierra Vista, west to Marana, south to Nogales, north to Oracle, serving residents and contractors, 50-plus locally sourced landscaping materials, 2 convenient locations. Check it out. And again, we didn't see any Decorative Rock folks on the way, but, man, I'll tell you one thing, and I told this to our good pal Mike Natowski, if we did, you would know about it because there would be a pile up on I-10 because of that. Any competitor in the way, you better get out the way if you're not back in the A. That's all I'm going to say. Check it out.
Wow. Tweet that right now.
Yeah. Check this out. Oh, all right. Land
get out the way if you're not back in the A.
Yeah, get out the way. If you're not back in the A, you better get out the way.
Woo.
Yeah. Okay. Now, Aris Dental, Rebecca Allen. I don't know where we go with this from here on out. I'm so confused about what Land the Man is up to with Rebecca Allen. Land the Man is sowing seeds of discord throughout America, but Aris Dental does not. Here's the deal with Aris Dental. Ask about the 1997 championship package. You can get the dental implants. Sheer, I got an implant earlier this year, and it was so good that I might want to get the other side as well. It was great.
I mean, look, you look much better when the oral implants really get you.
Yeah, no, exactly. And I would love to have Land the Man, or I would love to have Rebecca Allen being one of the, one of the anesthesiologists. Either way.
What just happened?
What's that?
Switch focus.
What do you mean?
Well, you're like, I thought you were going to say something very inappropriate.
No, I'm not going to say anything. All right, but either way, they only offer necessary treatment. So you're not going to have somebody come in and like take your earwax out and then put it in your tonsils and say you have a throat infection. There won't be any of that. They only offer necessary treatment. Again, check it out. The 1997 championship package. I saw that bus again. When I get back, I will deal with this bus, the championship package, and the great Land the Man with the master plan. Land also brought Mark Tubbs into the 21st century. We very much appreciate Land Allen for what he's.
That was huge. What a way to end 2025 with that.
What is Shelby saying? Mike, they're not medieval barbers. What does that mean?
Shelby, what does that mean?
What did I say?
What's a medieval barber?
They don't do throat surgery. It's teeth.
Oh, it's just teeth. They don't do throat surgeries.
Oh, well, no, I'm saying they don't take like earwax out of your ear and then put it in your throat and say that you have a throat infection. That's all I'm saying. It happens all the time. So either way, dental implants at affordable rates. Check it out. Boom. Okay. I wonder what Twisty Throttle's up to. Very excited to get this email. Okay. Let's see here. I will put my email in there. Okay. RJ's Frozen Cactus. Red Hot beer night, or Red Hot sports and ice cold beer, baby. Huge parking lot you can park a jet in. 100+ craft beers, $2 deals, no bad seats in the house. You can go in there and starch yourself to your heart's content. It is great. Look at that starch right there. That garlic looks incredibly good, as does that Four Peaks. Yummy, yummy in the tummy there, Sheer. Yummy, yummy. Looks very tasty.
It does.
Right. Mm-hmm.
I had a sandwich in San Diego, and I threw it back at the chef, and I said, "This is not Baggins."
Yeah, or RJ's Frozen Cactus. Yes. I
There
mean,
are
yeah.
no
Yeah. I mean,
trophies.
yeah. We only eat Tucson food. That is all we do
Yeah.
here. Outside of
Yeah.
Little Caesars, which is national, but we make an
Well,
exception because they're
I mean-
awesome. Yeah. So either way, check it out. RJ's Frozen Cactus. Okay. Shearer, the defensive line for Arizona this year. This is something that I got to say I was a little surprised by. I thought the defensive line was going to be putrid. And I got to give you
going to be putrid.
right. Yeah, I got to give you a little bit of credit here. A little bit of credit. You actually said that the D line would not suck, and you liked Deshaun McKnight.
Deshaun McKnight.
Deshaun McKnight. Yeah. I looked at that. I'm like, Shearer, I hear all of this stuff like all the time, whatever, blah, blah, blah. I hear this stuff all the time. Hey, by the way, Shelby, I picked Arizona to have more wins than Shearer did this year. So watch your mouth. Go back to the kitchen. Yeah, you just said she was in heat. I'm
getting yelled at that.
you actually should.
We're actually plot twist. This is a marathon show. We're actually not ending the show until the bowl game tomorrow.
Yeah, we're just gonna be off for the next 48 hours. Whatever. So nobody's watching. Cares. But McKnight was awesome. You're gonna get back Trey Smith next. Let's look at the guys that could also be pass rushers then, or whatever. So you lose McKnight. That's a big loss. You lose Tia Savea. You think it's a big loss. It's not. He's another guy. Whatever.
He's good. But I get what you're saying.
All right. Trey Smith will be back. You got him. You got
they got to win the appeal, but the NCAA lets anyone play. So
there's really, I mean, you probably know this better than me, but there's not a lot of concern that they'll win that appeal.
No. Yeah,
okay. So you got Trey Smith back. You got Chase Kennedy back for like his ninth year. What's that?
Mays back.
You got Palu back.
Lepa, if they think he's going to be a thing next year, he's back.
Right. But you've got to try to find a couple guys in the if you can find somebody in the portal, and Ben One White was talking about this, about the different kind of guys you want to look for in the portal, that can provide different positioning, different things like that. And the one thing about the guys that are in the portal though is you got to find somebody like McKnight, a guy that can that can push the girth, that can that slide in the crevices and make things happen. And that's what he did this year. I mean, isn't he still one of the top defensive tackles in the country for tackles for loss?
Yeah, McKnight's been awesome. Underrated. I thought it was stupid that he was simply honorable mention. He was absolutely one of the best interior linemen in the Big 12 this past year. If he was on Texas Tech or something, everyone would have been talking about it.
So you got it.
Interior linemen are awesome.
So what's weird about it? It's not quite like the offensive line where you're like, all right, we basically, we got a lot of people we got to bring in here. They still have to bring in people, obviously, but there's still a nice.
I go back to Jed Fish era. I know. But like how the defense changed when Jed went to go get Taylor Upshaw.
Right.
Like that was the type of guy where he has 9 sacks, and it changes the defense. Like I think Arizona's defensive line with Trey Smith and Mays and Julian Sabanea and Sulepa and whatever, Lalesio, I think it's solid. If they add that one more guy, that's what's going to take it over the edge. You
see the text? You just see it buzz off, dude. Okay. But like I said, so let's talk about this game though. I think Arizona's defensive line has been good this year. I think the one thing though is that, and Gonzalez has made this point multiple times. He said they've been able to get pressure because he said that he trusts his secondary so much to be able to make, plays. Yeah. How much of it do you think? If anybody saw this, you would know what we're talking about. How much of this do you think is going to be a test run for next year? Then, if you've got a lot of these guys sitting out, are you still going to? Is he still going to be as aggressive as he's been in the past? And is there going to be kind of a baptism by fire type thing?
Yeah, nothing's changing. Nothing's changing at all. Especially because he said. Danny's already said that you have to, because Jennings is too good. You got to be aggressive. If he sits back in the pocket and he's got time, they're done. I don't care.
Let me ask you this. I was looking at this too, and I don't understand this. And again, I want to give Gonzalez a lot of credit because he's doing things that every other coach said. I like Dwayne. Don't even respond. Okay. I think the thing. I'm going to deal with that later. I think the thing that how do I put this? I think the thing that I look at and I say, what are you going to be able to do then is, all right, I got to turn my phone away. It's just infuriating me.
You can't do two things at once. You're fine.
It's infuriating. No, yeah, all right. It's infuriating me, but yeah, okay. So, anyways, but we're gonna find out though. You got to be aggressive. That's what I was gonna ask. I like Dwayne Aquina a great deal. You know that. I didn't like Marcel Yates. I thought he sucked. Johnny Nansen, I was okay with, but Johnny Nansen really didn't kind of become good until Aquina came there. Why is Danny Gonzalez literally the first defensive coordinator we've had here in like 15 years that said, I'm going to be aggressive, and he actually lives by it?
Because, dude, most coaches, Mike, are full of crap. They just are. Like, most coaches are full of crap by nature. Like, they don't want to tell you. But Danny is very, like, I don't know how much longer Danny's going to be here. I think he absolutely.
I think this is the last year if they're good.
I mean, when you hear the stories of what he went through at New Mexico, like not having anywhere to practice, the COVID stuff, all that, like he absolutely deserves another shot. He has not made a secret of the fact that he wants another shot. I cherish the time that he's here because he's no BS. He loves his job. He loves this place. His family's awesome. Yeah, I mean, it's just no BS, Mike. He's going to tell you exactly what he's going to do.
But he does it though. That's what I think is so refreshed, dude. How much crap have we had? Every defensive coordinator says the same thing since we've been here. Every single one says the same thing, and it's all crap. It's always, bend but don't break. This guy, and you know what else is amazing about him, and I'm very curious to see how this plays out as well, is and we should definitely learn this as Arizona fans. If that first quarter doesn't go well for the defense, definitely don't throw in the towel because the adjustments this guy's made have been insane. I'm getting a power rate. Talk to yourself.
But I also think, Mike, like part of it is the fact that it works. Like Danny's not full of crap because it's working. If it doesn't work, he would be changing stuff, and then somebody would be like, "Oh, you're full of crap," or whatever it may be. But the fact that the defense is working allows him to do what he wants to do. I don't know how many points SMU is going to score. I know you're expecting a shootout, but I'm not. I don't know. I think it's going to be I predicted Arizona 31-28.
Okay. By the way, look at this shirt.
Oh my God, your chest is your chest looks great.
No, look at I look amazing. So, all right. I think Arizona's going to win. I think Arizona's also going to force a few turnovers in this one as well. Okay, the queen of Wildcat Authority, Shelby Shear says, I said 34-24 on the Wildcat Scoop podcast. Interesting. Okay. All right, so let's get to the offense now for Arizona. When you look at what SMU does, SMU, well, you can throw the ball on SMU.
They're a weird defense because you could throw the ball on SMU, but their pass defense, their run defense is good.
Mm-hmm.
So the question is their run defense good because their pass defense is so bad, or is their run defense actually good? I think their run defense is actually good.
Oh, yeah, but Arizona's also shown what games this year, and I'm just asking this off the top of my head. Edgar, I agree with you. Edgar Ortiz is a great name, by the way. Edgar Ortiz sounds like somebody you do not want to mess with, honestly. If you have a guy named Edgar Ortiz that comes up to you in a bar, sir, I don't care what I did. I apologize, sir. I do not want you to. It's a great name. I like it a lot. But and Power Rate 0 purple is the best. Get out of here with that stuff. But I think Arizona's going to be able to throw the ball. I do. And when has Arizona not been able to run the ball this season, though? Seriously. I mean, maybe there's been games when they haven't been. I'm just asking that.
They can't run the ball.
I mean, there's been a few, but not many.
Let me look. Because I gotta look.
Edgar, yeah. Edgar, I'm going to be nice to you because I have no doubt you could beat me.
There's one game that sticks out where they absolutely could not run the ball. I'm trying to think what it was.
BYU?
Yeah, BYU, they couldn't run the ball at all.
I get it.
What was the other one?
But there's only my point though is that there's only been a couple. Oh, ASU's the other. Good call, Kobe. Good call.
No, because Ricino had 90 yards. ASU was the one they couldn't run.
Yeah,
the ball.
That was it. Right. Yeah.
No, there's one. Houston. They couldn't run the ball against Houston at all.
Right.
That was the game that I'm thinking of. Houston. They couldn't run.
Yeah, but so overall, they've been able to run the ball pretty effectively pretty much all season. I mean, heck, remember earlier on in the year when Noah wasn't playing great and we're like, man, they're still running the ball pretty much at will. So, it really is, it's weird. It's just been a weird season. But when you really look at this, Arizona, it feels weird to say this, Arizona is a pretty well-rounded team, Sheer. Like, there's not a glaring weakness to it.
And the thing that I like about Daggy is, like, we talked about, whatchamacallit, air raid and stuff when Daggy was first hired and all that crap, right? I think the biggest thing is he wants to run the ball. Like, we have seen him force the issue.
Yeah.
At times. So, and not in a bad way, but he wants to keep the team honest. I expect Arizona, even if it's not working early in the game, the reason why Daggy does that, and like I've said it too, and Brogan and I, we've talked about it, and why are they doing this? A lot of Daggy's play calling is to set stuff up.
Right. No, I agree.
And so they're gonna run the ball tomorrow in order to set stuff up.
Yeah, I would agree with that. But the thing about it, though, is that you got good running backs, though, so it's been able to happen. Now, Chris Hudson, that also, if you really look at when Arizona's offense has started to take off, by the way, you can tell that he feels a little bad.
Yeah,
he's being nice. He's being nice now.
Who ASU's new quarterback is likely to be?
Who?
The Kentucky kid. That's the rumor.
I don't even know who that is.
Cutter Boley. That's the rumor.
All right. Well, Dirt.
Like $1 million. He's a freshman. He started as a freshman. He had 15 touchdowns and 12 picks.
Cutter Boley. Cutter Boley's stats. All right. This does nothing for me. If that's who you want to have, bring it on. I'll take chances with Cutter Boley. We need to. You know what I actually would do if I was ASU? I would just start the Fetty Wap kid or whatever his name is.
That's what I would do also.
I mean, dude, he's obviously really, really good.
Well, also Boley is a sophomore, so you're bringing in a sophomore to compete with the freshman.
He's not. Well, he's going to be a sophomore,
right? But what I'm saying is, like, you're kind of
whoever wins that's going to be the quarterback for a while. Then.
Yep,
well, we're gonna make fun of ASU at the end because they deserve to be mocked and ridiculed accordingly. But offensively, though, I think Arizona is going to be Fetty Wap. Oh, that's what I call him.
This kid Boley threw over 20 picks his senior year in high school. He's a pick thrower.
That does nothing for me. I like how they thought they were going to get Nico for the longest time.
Yeah. I'll take Noah. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I'll take Noah and. Oh yeah. By the way, this is for Kobe Alfiel. This is so good. Yeah, but his stats were in the SEC, so that's 35 touchdowns and 0 interceptions in any other conference. It means more. That's a good point. Have we factored in that it means more?
Yeah, those picks do mean more.
I love mock. I was talking with a guy with an SEC shirt on, and I just said it means more, and he thought that I was an SEC fan, and I said, "You guys suck." And then I said, "Big 12 for life, baby." Yeah.
Then you threw a Green Valley decorative rock.
Yeah, then I threw a rock and a plunger right at his face.
Yeah. And then hit him with your front pipe.
It was a dirty plunger too. Hey, take this dirty plunger right to the face. Yeah. Yeah. I don't walk around with a plunger. But Noah, though, like I said, I think Noah's going to be just fine in this. But if you really look at Arizona's game, though, Arizona's offense really took off. It kind of coincided with Chris Hunter becoming what you thought Chris Hunter was going to be. I mean, this is what you thought Chris Hunter was going to be.
Chris Hudson, you mean?
I mean, Chris Hudson. Yeah, sorry, not Chris Hunter. Yeah, well,
Hudson.
maybe.
I would say Hunter's been a little disappointing.
Yeah, no, not Chris Hunter. But if your mother's watching the show, we appreciate you still.
Yeah.
But Chris Hudson,
Hudson is he's that dude right now. He's look, there's some good talent on the offensive side of the ball in this game. SMU has some really good. Their dude Jordan Hudson is awesome. Very Chris Hunter light. It's going to be good.
Jordan Hudson, isn't that Bill Belichick's woman?
Yeah, she's really good for SMU.
That's her name, though.
Yeah. Huh. What do you want from me?
I don't want anything from me.
Yeah, he's very good. Hudson has it. Someone's going to have a. This sounds stupid. I think a lot of times teams will win. We're like, a guy rushes for 80, a guy catches for 80, blah blah blah. Someone on Arizona is going to have a massive game tomorrow. I think I could see Hudson going for 150 or something like that.
One guy though that I'm done with. I don't need to see anymore though.
Oh God.
One guy you were wrong on. I don't need to see Watley anymore. Play the young guys.
I think Gio and Mizell play tomorrow.
Well, that's good. I would love to see that. Let's see here. I'll send you guys the photo. I saw a guy wearing a shirt that said God, USA, and SEC.
I wouldn't have that order. I think SEC, God, and then USA.
Well, does it mean as much? Hey, I had a question. I would love to ask God, does it mean more for you with the SEC?
Oh, he would absolutely say yes. If God had to rank his conferences, it would be SEC 1, Big 12 2, ACC the West, the Pac-12 would be gone.
Yeah, yeah.
Also, Jeremiah Patterson sighting. Oh God.
Nah, unfortunately, well, I want Luke 1Y song returning everything. I want to win this game.
I can't believe you just did that.
Yeah, I know. By the way,
I've never seen anyone turn on their favorite player quicker than you've turned on Jeremiah.
By the way, I want to. I had some really in-deep DMs, and I don't think they'll care with Arizona Israel yesterday, and their latest.
That was wild what you showed me. Nerve-wracking.
Yeah, I will read this for you. So a little bit later on, but Arizona Israel is cooking up some pretty dangerous stuff for us. Okay, so anyways,
did you see what he said to? I don't remember the analyst that he said it to, but he's like, "Don't move. We have a missile on you."
All right, hold on a second.
He was like, "Don't move. We have a missile on your site," or something.
Yeah.
Like that.
All right. Here's what Arizona Israel said right there. I will give it to you. We're talking about. I said. Okay. Here's what I said. Arizona Israel. How do we eliminate any future possible threats in Tempe that may emerge? We already have. We have defeated the best teams from the best conferences. The country will be under our control after the national championship. The goal now is to gain as many enemies as possible so we can have Thomas and Mr. Pete destroy them. And then I said, how do we reclaim the stolen territory, though? The stolen territory will come and expand and grow in numbers. For now, we dominate the show and show the country that we are the biggest circus in the country. They will continue to fail and mismanage their institution up in Tempe while we thrive and prosper. Well, we have a second building being erected in downtown Phoenix next to their campus. It's only a matter of time before we conquer and demolish all of their dreams. Okay, one more. How do we eliminate the inevitable refugees after we claim total victory? We do not eliminate those individuals. We make them watch our dominance instead of giving them the sweet relief of death. We will continue to embarrass Michael Crow by owning the state while being David's size compared to Goliath. And here's the last one. Plans to eliminate Mr. Crow were established years ago, and they are being put into motion now. Soon they will be free from his tyrannical reign, which is bad for us because we want them to suffer. So it's best if Mr. Crow stays alive in a working capacity and enjoys his number two, Graham Rossini, who does a great job at making ASU athletics inferior to our programs. We have this. Do not worry. Israeli flag. So there we go. Sure, you guys are doing some great work over there.
We do.
Okay.
We do.
Yes.
No,
okay. So,
no,
yeah. It is what it is. All right. Let's get a couple reads. Let's get a couple reads in here. Back to reads. Cody, we don't have to do it today, but we got the Rachel read back up this month. Okay. Comfort X HVAC. Kobe L. Field. All right. Sheer, your AC. I will say this. Now, granted, it was raining praying mantises as I was driving up here, so I don't really care about the AC for that. But imagine not having an AC in Arizona.
I don't have to imagine. I can just ask Kobe what it's like.
Yeah, and you see it. Kobe is resorting now to hanging out with all these people that he is not really with because his brain is fried from not having an AC. Now, we need to get Kobe L. Field an AC by the second blue moon of the year. 10% off when you mention AZ12. Call 520-222-7012 or book online at comfortxhvac.com. Free estimates. They do all the stuff. They do great stuff. Sheer, did you have somebody inspect your furnace, or was it you or Cody James Martin?
Cody.
All right. Cody James Martin, tell us what they did, please.
My AC stopped working one night. It just stopped blowing. And I called them up, and they came right over the next morning and fixed it. It saved me a bunch of money by going through a warranty that I didn't even know I had. So it was a fantastic process.
Oh, no, they're amazing. That's what it is. They're like a combination of Moses along with air conditioning put together. They're amazing at what they do. Check it out. Comfort X HVAC. What's that?
the Moses of AC. That's what.
Yeah, no, they are. They're amazing at what they. Yes. All right, now 88 crime, my friends. 88 crime. Now our guy Fry Rice said that he's like, I think Mike accidentally said something about apprehending somebody out there if they're doing bad work. There was no accident about it, my friend, and I will stand by this. If you see somebody going into Sephora and stealing their product, and you don't want to get involved, and you know that they're going in there and they're driving up the prices for everybody else like Kobe, you give 88 crime a call. It's anonymous. Pima County Attorney's Office, 88crime.org. They've solved a lot of crimes. And again, they can solve your crime as well. I don't know if your crime as well. Like it's everybody's.
Stand there quietly.
Don't stand there quietly.
Don't let the makeup thugs win.
Yes. Now, again, look at this shirt right here. Not just a football school. Don't call on yourself, though, if you're stealing the makeup. Yes, have a call. Well, maybe you should, actually. Okay, not just a football school. The reproduction rates in San Diego are immense. Oh, by the way, check this out. Check this out. Look at this, guys. I was talking with somebody that said, you don't really wear Arizona stuff to the U of A games, do you? Well, you don't know me well enough, because look what I'm wearing tomorrow.
Yeah, Mike doesn't care.
Look at this. Look at this.
Mike's the most professional person I've ever met, but he.
If I wore this to one of those EDM concerts, they'd have 10 million people looking to just be 10 million. They'd be just lining up, and it's I didn't.
Lining up for what?
Yeah, lining up for Mike Luke. It's like back in the day when they would have those kissing booths where you would have like people come up and they would pay to kiss somebody because they're so good looking. That's what would happen with me if I was wearing that shirt. They would set up a portable kissing booth because of this shirt right here. Check it out. Not just a football school. And our coach, Mr. Tyler Warden, said, wore that shirt this morning, and let's just say I didn't not get lucky. Chestnut checkers, baby. Okay, now, looking ahead a little bit. Sheer, I got to ask you then a question about the special teams in this game. I don't want any special teams malfeasance.
I think SMU special team sucks too.
Mm-hmm. I noticed that.
Their kicker is, I don't know. What is their kicker? 13 of 19 on field goals. That sucks.
Right. Yeah.
I think Salgado Medina might be better. Yeah, they don't have a good field goal kicker.
No, they're a lot. What's joking aside, I feel good about this game, which means we're going to lose by 900 points now. But I do feel good about this game.
To make that public.
By the way, but I did say we're going to find out about my jinx powers, though, because I did message early on and say, man, Indiana looks a lot better than Alabama. And so far, they are inserting.
We're going to find out.
They're inserting the girth into that argument.
No. That usually that's kind of minor. That's a minor setback, right?
Yeah, that's a good point.
It's when you say like this game's over that I just it's done. Yeah, they don't have any chance in this.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. I was more measured in my jackassery. So, but special teams though. Let's go with the prediction though. Sure. What do you got? What's your prediction?
I like Arizona 31-28. I think it's going to be one of the better bowl games that we'll see this bowl season. I am very excited for it.
I've got Arizona. I got Arizona 31-14. I think this is going to be a mismatch early on, and we're going to see it.
I assume girth will be the biggest difference in your opinion.
I wonder, do we have a seating chart where everybody sits tomorrow?
So the important people are probably in the main press box, such as myself. You may not be in the main press box.
So where am I then? I want to be outside?
Yes.
Yeah, on the roof.
Yes.
Outside?
Yes. There's like an auxiliary, like when you go to a basketball game and they set up tables with like ports and stuff?
Yeah.
Yes.
But I will be inside though, at least.
No, you will not.
It's going to rain outside.
I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. I don't have the seating chart.
I'm going to be very annoyed if people
that are literally wondering why he came to the Holiday Bowl right now.
I'm going to be very annoyed if people that write for organizations that no one looks at is in there as opposed.
I believe that person is outside as well.
Good. Well, that's at least I'm okay with that.
I think inside is reserved for like got people that go to every game. Like
that actually go to the games. But what about if you go to all the games and you write stuff though and nobody cares what you write?
I believe that person is outside based on what they were told 2 days ago.
All right. Yeah. Okay, yeah. All right, now, Warden Zenson, the line for kissing Mike will be twice as long if he's away. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, great point. Okay, so all right. By the way, look at this rush yards. What in my lifetime did you ever think that there would be a time in a college football playoff game where Indiana has 126 rushing yards to 23 for Alabama?
Yeah, this is a complete butt kicking, dude.
Yeah,
I don't like the uniform thing. It's a little confusing.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh, look at this. Oh, I think Alabama's going to start cheating at some point.
Is Mendoza the best Latin American quarterback ever?
No.
Has there ever been a Mexican quarterback?
There has. He didn't have a Mexican name, but he was Mexican. Tony Romo.
Oh, he's not Mexican.
Yeah, he's as Mexican as Fernando Mendoza.
I'm gonna Google this.
No, Jim Plunkett. Jim Plunkett. He was a Jim Plunkett was in Super Bowl MVP. Jim Plunkett. Yeah. But you look at Ferdinand Mendoza, and he looks like me. He looks like Tony Romo as well. Like, they don't look like your traditional.
He's adorable when he like cries and stuff on TV.
He looks Irish. He looks like his name should be Ferdinand O. Mendoza, or something like that. But either way, do you think he'll be better than Tony Romo?
No.
Yeah. All right. I already said Plunkett. Mendoza is Cuban. Oh, look at this Tom Allen guy. This Tom Allen guy they keep showing right now. He's got to feel like such a putz. Look at his record.
Yeah, but you know what? See, I don't like that, and here's why.
No, I do like it.
Cignetti's getting like their payroll's super high. Like games, I don't know.
Was it super high?
Like old coaches to new. Yeah, Indiana's payroll right now is higher than you would think.
Was it super high last year?
Yeah.
Why can't we compare coaches? If they suck, they suck.
Does Tom Allen suck? Like Indiana sucked as a whole.
Well,
you know what I'm saying? Like Tom Allen.
My only question is this: I'll just say this: if Cignetti had done this, it had taken a year or two. I get it, but the dude literally came in and they were like a championship.
I know, but like Tom Allen at Indiana, for instance, Mike, he got them ranked 12th when they were nothing. Like there were 2 years, and I think it was the COVID year. I get it, but in 19 and 20, like they were legitimately good.
How was he 9-27? When were all these wins?
He had 4. He's not 9-2. Who said he was?
They just said he was 9-27, or maybe it was in the 3 years. The 3 years before. What's his name?
Yeah, I think that's what it was. He was 33-49. Yeah, he's fine. Right. He's a DC at Clemson now.
Yeah. Well, man, he did a great job this year. That's for sure. By the way, is there anything that is more obvious about a guy not having any juice left? The term, but then Dabo Sweeney.
Yeah, he's done. You got to adapt or die. The good coaches will tell you that. Adapt or die. He has not adapted to college football at all.
No, and it's looked bad. It hasn't looked good. It hasn't looked good at all. Indiana, T-Burns 826. Well, it seems like Indiana wasn't paying players prior to NIL. That is the one thing about Indiana. They can sit here and say, we lost, but we did not cheat.
Yeah. They did it the right way.
That's my motto with Kevin O'Neal. When everybody would talk about how much they hate Kevin O'Neal, I would just say he never cheated. He said, if we're going to lose, we are going to lose.
Good season, everyone.
Did they just score a touchdown? Dude, you're ahead of me.
Look at this sucker. Mendoza's so good. Look at that throw.
Oh.
God. This is a massive.
Hey, by the way, do you think Michigan can still get DeBoer?
I'm going to tweet that.
I'm tweeting that. I'm tweeting it. No, you stole all of my stuff. Don't tweet it. I want to tweet it.
DeBoer has accepted the Michigan job, right? As of that last touchdown.
Dude, are you really stealing my tweet?
Yeah, I have more followers than you.
Dude, I don't care. It
sucks. Piece of crap.
Yeah. Hey, Emery, the only reason is I don't have my mic. Yeah. So, all right. Well, either way, prediction time.
Dude, it's not next to your face.
I am talking to the mic.
Yeah. Talk louder. That's actually a Cody issue, though. Cody's supposed to balance it, though. He will fix it. Yeah.
I have a baby in my lap. Whatever. Mike has babies running all over San Diego.
Yeah. Especially with everything that I got going on. All right.
Surety war. My God.
Yeah. Okay. I think Arizona's going to win this game, though. I'm going 31-13. 31-13.
Indiana. I think you said Indiana.
No, Arizona. I think Arizona would beat Indiana.
Wow.
I don't think Indiana wants any part of Arizona.
They're not on the schedule. That tells me all I need to know.
Yeah, exactly. Tech did better than Bama today. That's a great point, Andy Bryant. That's a great point.
This is a great stat by our guy Brett McMurphy. Alabama held 9 SEC opponents to 12 points or less. Indiana has 20 or 24 points or less. Indiana has 24 points midway through the third quarter. You be the judge.
Yeah, you be the judge. Yeah, this is very, very good. I very, very much like that. Okay, now, all right. On that note, though, everybody go to Little Caesars. Wilbur's Big Burner. You have 2 goals or 2 things you have to do this week. Two, because I know you're on break. You've got to do Little Caesars, code 1099 bundle, classic pepperoni or cheese pizza, crazy bread, and 2-liter soda, and code LCFREECC, free crazy combo with any pizza purchase. All right, Shearer, you want to hang out in a little bit?
Yeah, we'll say I got to do work, believe it or not.
You got to work? What do you have to do?
Write stuff.
Transcribe. I already told you. No, but you don't do that. You just waste all your time. You're like Bruce. You're busy doing nothing. You don't need to do any of that stuff.
No. I went to a press conference today.
Another thing you don't need to do. I didn't do it.
Yeah, I know.
I'm going. Yeah, are you kidding me? Yeah. I was off getting sleeping in and getting food. By the way, so I had a big scam of a Uber Eats. This
is funny. This is a good way to end the show because this is awesome.
This guy's terrible. So I call and this guy doesn't speak any English. And so I order ice cream last night. So he's not coming. And then so I call him and he just continuously tells me, and he clearly Googled how to say this, I've been detained by the police. No, you haven't. And so then, and he kept calling me, and so then, he clearly wasn't going to bring me the food. So, anyways, he then has me call, he then has somebody else call trying to speak English to me, telling me that they need me to cancel the order because otherwise he can't get more orders. Keep in mind, this guy didn't give me the food to begin with, and he said he wouldn't bring it, and I was already billed for it. But he wants somebody to tell me that I should be nice to him and cancel the order because he can't get orders that way. I refuse to do any of this. I did not do any of this, and I did report all of this, and I called my bank as well. I will deal with this man. Oh, and that's the other thing. His name is Jay. Okay, definitely not his real name. So I will deal with him. But yes.
Why don't you just call Uber Eats and tell him?
I did. Well, no, there's no way to call. You just have
there's a way to message a complaint.
Yeah, I messaged them, but then they say we'll get back to you in 6 to 12 hours. It's not going to help. It's not going to help me. Yeah. And plus, I didn't get my ice cream.
Was it drumsticks?
What's that? No, it was Ben and Jerry's. I was going healthier. So, all right. On that note, though, everybody, we'll be back with you on the post game tomorrow. I refuse to sit outside. I will not sit outside. It will not happen. Not on my watch.
Mike's going to live tweet his seat outside.
No, I will not be happy about it. I did not come to Detroit to watch Arizona football outside. All right. On that note, though, back to the A, baby. All right. And go Indiana. We love it. Go Mendoza. All right. Let's see here. All right. On that note, talk to you later. TTFN. Ta-ta for now.